Hello, here's my vlog for May 3rd, 5:50. I didn't really get any exercise yesterday. I did get up early, like at 6:30 or something, but then I slept in really late until like 8 or something. But I got up and was going to go to the bike park to practice those that wooden jump a bunch of times, but I wanted to bring my BMX bike to ride that one time, see how I did on that, but the front tire was flat, so so I took the tube out and I pumped up the tube and I couldn't find a hole, so it was like not even in water. I put it through water, so it was like the smallest hole ever. So I just put it back in and pumped it up and had breakfast, and then I looked at the tire and it was completely flat, so I took it apart and there was a hole on the bottom. It had the wrong rim tape on it. It had these little rubber strips and that are just not burly enough. Those tires take 65 pounds, so I could use those rubber strips maybe on another bike some other time. I think it could work, but so when I went to the bike park, I was going to I went to the bike park and went to the bike shop next to it and got rim tape. It was like $13 and was going to fix it, but I realized I didn't have a pump, so decided I wanted to ride the BMX bike, so I came home. I went to Taco Bell because the other day before, Cheryl, the woman I was helping move, we went by Taco Bell. She said there were $2 ones there, but I spent like $12 there. I got a freeze, but it was really like because I didn't see it before, it was like a freeze ice cream thing. So anyway, I'm gonna stop spending extra money on food, because the day before I blew like 20 or $30 on pizza, but I try to only get food at Costco, just the basic stuff. But so then I fixed that bike and went back to the bike park and rode the BMX bike around a little bit and was like totally useless on it. Couldn't get any air at all, so I didn't even try to do it on the slope style. I just mean like on the flat part. So I put that up and then got on this dirt jumper for the first time. I just wanted to ride those bikes one time. I did the dirt jumper on some of the on the slope style and was like, okay, I wasn't really into that. So then I got the I guess what I call my slope style bike. When the seat's all the way up, it's not really high enough to go on an actual ride. I could try to sometime maybe get a longer seat post so I could use it like a real bike, but it's good enough to ride up the trail. With the dirt jumper, you have to kind of like walk it up the trail because it's just a one gear. But I went down a couple times and I went completely off the trail. Like my balance was way off. I guess the 2 days that I spent on my computer trying to fix that, and well, one day on the computer, fixing images, and then day before yesterday, doing the moving, and then the second part, working on the images. I guess those 2 days was enough to make me, and maybe it was because my muscles were not calibrated again or something, because I lifted weights and I went on a big ride after that. But yeah, I was just, and then all of my shoulder was sore, like, but not the muscle, the like socket. And I was like, man, I need to just go home and lift weights. Like, that's what I really want to do. So I came back and I kind of with the intention of lifting weights to try to make my body come alive. I felt like totally like a noodle. But then I was like, no, I need to do the test. I need to pass that test, my history test. England from 1500 to 2000. That's a big. That's like a big hurdle I have to get over before I can ask for money, and I need to ask for money and do all the other stuff that I need to do. There's one other test I have to do after that, the ancient history test, but that's I don't have to pass anything. I just have to take it. It's just based on points, but there's no like pass fail. But with this image matching thing, I have to get 100%. So I was looking at it, like laying down on the ground and like stretching my hips out while I was looking at it to pass it. And then I ended up fixing it again. Yeah, so I had to, because when I'm looking at it, I can't help but change some things, like my philosophy changes around. I try to make it like well-rounded. This is the test. I try to make it well-rounded with all the different things. So I included like archaeology stuff, like Gauss Cave discovered and Stanton Dew circles surveyed and stuff. But if I found like an actual like industrial invention that was more important than that, I just replace it with that. I basically have to be bomb-proof with this so that historians and all sorts of people don't start kind of like being like, your thing is stupid because you chose the wrong thing, People, aren't very supportive. So I have to do as good of a job as I can. So I decided to change in the early 1700s and the 1740s. I switched out modern crucible. I switched from Stanton Dew circles. I replaced it with the modern crucible steel. That was more important. And then in the 1860s, 1865, I had, what did I have there before? Let's see, I can't remember. Mechanical stenotype, compound steam engine. I can't even remember. Yeah, I can't even remember. Oh. Huh? Yeah, I can't remember what it was. Crazy. Man, my brain. Oh, an antiseptic surgery. So, so now I'm looking at other things. I can't remember what it replaced it with. But I decided that the biggest invention of the 1860s, I guess, should I replace it with antiseptic surgery? Oh, man. With the penny farthing bicycle. And then in the 1890s, I replaced Gauss Cave discovery, which is like an archaeological site, with the popularization of the safety bike. Oh no, the thing's out of fucking memory. This drives me crazy. I need to fucking put a thing on this thing. One of my cameras has a 2 gigabyte card in it that's always empty somehow, even though I empty them out. And I happened to grab that one. I need to put a big sticker on this thing. Oh my god. I have like 6 of these. So I only have 2 minutes left. Okay. Yeah, I replaced it with the safety bicycle was invented in the. I might replace the penny farthing with antiseptic surgery. That's a pretty big invention. But the penny farthing bicycle, or the safety bicycle, was invented in 1885. But I can't put it as an invention because that's when the first electric power plant in England was invented. And then I didn't want to replace Edward Gibbon's Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire. I wanted to put that one on there because that's the biggest book ever written, 8,800 pages. So I put the bicycle, the safety bicycle, in the 90s because it's the most important decade for bikes. Like, they were invented in 1885, but 1890s was a huge boom for bicycles. And it only lasted 10 years because then the car came out in the 1900s and kind of eclipsed it. But if the car hadn't have come out, like, that would have been known as the decade of the bikes, and it probably would have, bicycling probably would have taken off. So it's just interesting that bikes were invented at the same time as cars. I guess all you needed was a really good steel, like same steel that had on bike chains you needed for cars. Yeah, so I was like studying this, and I basically was like laying in bed at night, and I went through it once, and I got every single one. For the first time, I got every one except for the war with Sudan, the British war with Sudan in the 1890s. So yeah, I was thinking about this morning just recording it, and then passing it, and then I can upload that. And because after a little bit of time goes by, like if I were to wait a week or a few days, I might forget because there's a lot of things that I have to remember the names of here. So yeah, it's good to like go with the, when I'm on a roll, and then I can pass it and move on. So anyways, I'm about to run out of time. I grabbed the wrong video camera. But that's fine. That's basically what I did yesterday. Today I'm going to go into the bike park, and but I'm going to ride for like an hour first this time instead of just jump on there with like my single speed mountain bike this time. So just bring that bike and the slope style bike over there. So anyways, I'm about to run out of time. Talk to you tomorrow.